Hey, welcome back, y'all. It's gonna be a little short one, probably, man. Just a little something. Just a little something for y'all to think about, Dude, look, I already did. I particularly have done a couple of different pieces dealing with OBJ, right? And I know a lot of you OBJ fans or whatever might think this nigga's hating on him. He's this, that, and the other. It has nothing to do with that. This is one of the things that irritates me the most about when you start covering football, right? Especially when you start covering the wide receiver position. Okay? When you start covering the wide receiver position, it's extremely hilarious to me that people keep bringing up OBJ all the time, but it's funny. I never really hear anybody talk about Deandrea Hopkins of the Texans. Deandrea Hopkins, easily top 3, top 4, top 3 wide receiver in the league. Easily. I mean, it's easy to sit up there and break that down. You're talking about someone already, right, with DeAndre Hopkins, D-Hop, as they call him and whatnot. It's easy. I mean, D-Hop is what? 3-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first-team All-Pro. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. Did you see that whirling dervish thing that he did against the Cowboys last year? He goes up and gets it. Just started having a quarterback in 2017. But yet people still talk about OBJ. People be talking about that Thielen kid. People talk about a whole bunch of other receivers, in my opinion, before they even still talk about. They still be talking about trying to talk about Megatron. DeAndre Hopkins is one of the best receivers in the league. It's an argument that he probably is the best in the league. You talking about a 3-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first-team All-Pro. OBJ has not been a first-team All-Pro. Let's put that in perspective. Then put in perspective with DeAndre Hopkins, who just finally started having a quarterback in 2017. He played with either Fitzpatrick and he played with a bunch of different type of bums, I'll call it how I see it, on that team. Last 2 years, 1,378 yards, 13 touchdowns, led the league in 2017. 1,572 yards, 11 touchdowns last year. But nobody talks about him. And I know he's up for money. But you're not hearing a peek about him. And I'm going to probably tell you why you're not hearing a peek about him. This is just my opinion. First and foremost, when you got these cats coming from these poverty-stricken families and whatnot, dude, be for real. Really, just be for real. I didn't come from a poverty-stricken family. But for Joker sitting over there giving me about $1 million, $2 million a year, them first couple of years, dude, I'm taking that. Now, you know your worth after the first couple of so years on what you're supposed to get, what you need to get. I get it. But I like the way people like him is carrying that. Even my man Michael Thompson over there at the Saints, he called himself holding out. He's outperformed his rookie career. His rookie contract. He's improved every year that he's been in the league. D-Hop is one of the best in the business. Just like I was telling you last broadcast about dealing with that of Zeke Elliott. Best in the business. This is what I'm saying. You have to differentiate, and it's however you doing it with your team. You have to differentiate. Am I paying this Joker because he's won some games or whatever? Or am I paying him because he's one of the top dogs in the league? And this is what gets Jerry messed up. He paid Tony Romo a bunch of money. Tony Romo is getting all these accolades, getting different opportunities and whatnot. It's even supposed to be a movie about this cat's life. Romo won, 2 playoff games? Dude, I'm a Cowboys fan through and through. I fuck with Romo, but come on. Can we please cut this out? Jerry made this thing up. Was he up there with Manning and that of Brady? No. Breeze? No. He wasn't. He had some games, I give him that, but he's not one of them dudes. You got to win something, my man. So going back to D-Hop, why isn't D-Hop in these particular conversations? You hear Antonio Brown. You will hear that of, and rightfully so, you will hear that of Julio Jones. Right? You'll hear that. D-Hop is right up in there, man. Michael Thompson, these guys belong up in there and whatnot. My man Allen from out of San Diego, them guys are up there. But all this OBJ talk, I have been hearing about OBJ. Let's put this in perspective. Odell Beckham Jr., a great talent, in the last 2 years has missed 16 games. That is a season. So this year, whether they want to try to act like it's not a big deal or not, this year, mind you, this year, with all the talent that's supposed to be over the Cleveland Browns, we will see what OBJ does. I'm looking forward to seeing what he ends up doing. And I still say that DeAndre Hopkins is a better wide receiver. Does OBJ have? OBJ he's dope. I'm not going to take, but OBJ has gotten paid from the 14, 15, and part of the 16 season. And 17, 18, my man hasn't done anything. And the team has not won any football games. His best season, 16, it will go with 11-5. Second place in that of the East, if I'm not mistaken. Go to the Packers. We all know what happened to Red. We all know what happened with that. Okay, so the point I'm making is that we're still talking about OBJ and nobody talks about DeAndre Hopkins, and he's not even making a fuss. And I know when it comes down to his bread, come on, man. Pay the man. He's better than Odell Beckham Jr. And I told you guys the last 2 years, 17 and 18, Adam Thielen has put up better numbers than OBJ, and his team has won. Now, that might make some of you people mad, but it's hot seat time for OBJ. Okay? It's hot seat time. So, I'm ready. And not that I don't want the kid to succeed, because his roots is Texas with his father. All right? But at the same time, it's like all that. And go and I do you one even better. Go back and check and read that GQ article that he did, and how he kind of wished that some of this stuff didn't happen, like he wanted it to happen. Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it, and that's exactly what happened to him in the Big Apple of New York. Instead of learning his craft, don't be worrying about your brand, homie. You're gonna get paid. You're gonna get the accolades. You're gonna get all that. Do what you do. But somebody like DeAndre Hopkins, I'll take DeAndre Hopkins over OBJ in a second. You know what I'm saying? In a New York second, in a Texas second. My man has missed one game. One game since 2013. In 6 years. Over 1,000 yards receiving. 4 times in 6 years. And just started having a decent quarterback, because he ain't had shit as a quarterback from 13, 14, 15, 16. It wasn't until my man from Clemson, Deshaun Watson. And that's something that can last for the next good 5-6 years. That man needs to be paid. Because you know he going to ask for bread. Basically what Michael Thompson did, who improved every year. I did his rookie contract. Come on, man. But I don't want to hear anything about OBJ. You talk to me about D-Hop, Michael Thompson. Talk to me about Julio. Talk to me about AB. Those are the guys talk. I don't want to hear nothing about my man. I don't want to hear anything about that. They even put him on top of like 23 before Russell Wilson. Well, like I say, numbers don't get mad. Numbers don't get mad, and you know, numbers don't get mad or get sad or get disrespected or anything like that, or don't lie. You know what I'm saying? People do. You know what I'm saying? There is no GOAT, no greatest of all time, as long as time is still going on. You know what I'm saying? You guys check that like button, punch the like button, share. Go ahead in comments, leave it down at the bottom, man. And we're going to get back to you guys a little bit later on and stuff like that. Check me out on Twitter. I don't even know if they doing a thing on Twitter, but check me out there on YouTube. You got anything to say? We can debate it just down there in the comments. You guys take it easy.